Today I'm going to be reviewing the Apple Watch Ultra. For about the last 3 years I've been using an Apple Watch Series 6 Cellular, and I loved that thing so much, but unfortunately the other day the backlight decided to stop functioning, so while I could interact with the screen and touch it, I couldn't actually see it, so it was time to get a new watch. I chose the Apple Watch Ultra because I wanted an increase in battery life. The Series 6 that I had was old enough that the battery barely lasted me a whole day anymore, and I used my watch for sleep tracking, so I really needed a little bit extra battery life to make it through a whole day and at least the whole night to get a little extra sleep tracking on there. And the battery on this lasts way more than I would have hoped. It's amazing. The band on the Apple Watch Ultra was incredible, to be honest. I tried a couple knockoff versions of this band from Amazon that were like $20 or $30, but they felt like they really kept scraping me and pulling on my arm hair, so I didn't want to use them, and I ended up switching back to the normal Apple band. But I don't know how they do it. This band is just straight up better than the other knockoff bands on Amazon. It's great. I'm very happy with that. It's very secure, but it's not too tight, and it looks incredible. I love the orange. I also love the new braided cable that comes with the Apple Watch Ultra. Just a nice little feature, and I think the cable, it might even be longer than the old Apple Watch charging cable I had. It seemed a little bit longer, but I really I love the braided design. Super comfortable to hold. It's going to probably handle a little bit better to, wear and tear, a little more durable. So I'm very happy with that. The Apple Watch Ultra itself is thick and heavy. It's seriously shocking. When I first picked it up, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. It's a little bit thicker, but it looks great. The orange button looks phenomenal. The matching orange to the band on the cellular ring there. It's just great. I love everything about it. But yeah, this thing is heavy. I put it on and was wearing it in my basement, just walking to the fridge for water, and I felt like I was swinging like a little weight in my arm. It was surprising how heavy it was. But I will say I quickly got used to it, and now while it is still big and heavy, I am infinitely happy with the battery life in the screen to the point where it's absolutely worth the trade-off from my old Series 6. So I'm very happy with that. Also, if you'll notice here, the band is a little bit different. I actually get a shot later of the instructions. The way that you put the band on, it's not super intuitive, I guess. It's hard to tell which way the band's supposed to face. So that was something that definitely came up. The band is supposed to kind of face with the ridges the way at the bottom. The ridge is facing out at the bottom and the top flat. But it was just really weird. It doesn't really make that super obvious until you open the instructions, and then at a certain point in the instructions when you look, it actually tells you, make sure you put this side over here and this side over here, and explains it in a little bit more detail. One thing that I forgot to mention when I was doing the unboxing of the Apple Watch was a couple features that I really kind of forgot about because I've had a watch that's 3 years old, the Series 6, and I haven't really been able to experience some of the new things that the Apple Watch can do. For example, the new keyboard that you can actually use on the Apple Watch, where you can tap individual keys or swipe to actually spell your words out. That's like a huge thing for me. I didn't really realize how much I was going to use that. Like a lot of times, even though my phone's like right there and easier to type with, I still find myself just like swiping out, a text message to my wife or whatever. It's just so much easier. That's something I kind of forgot to mention. A couple other things that I've just noticed in my day-to-day use of the Apple Watch Ultra is going to be, one thing that's kind of annoying is the little band here sometimes will catch or scrape on like my my Mac when I'm typing and using it. It doesn't happen super often, but sometimes it does, and it's just kind of like a metal on metal feeling. I really don't like that particularly, so I try to specifically position my hands to avoid that whenever I can. But unfortunately for me, that literally sits like almost dead center on my wrist, so there's not really a way around it if I have to get that to the higher keys. The only other thing that I can mention that I think has been a pretty common occurrence, I think the battery life has been extraordinarily good, but I'm still getting used to it. There's a lot of times where I'll look and I'll be like right now it's at 97%, and that's because I charged it maybe 3 hours ago. So I've only lost like 3% in like 3 hours, which is amazing. Like it seriously lasts like forever for me. But at the same time, sometimes I look and like now I'm like, I have no idea where it is throughout the day. Like my other one, it's just like I charge it in the morning and then I might have to charge it before bed, and that's it. And this one, it's like, okay, I charge in the morning and then it's like at 8, it's like, okay, look, okay, it's at 8, 60%, 50%, still good. And the next morning I check and it's like, okay, now it's at like 48%, like it's still good. So it just lasts so long. I'm still getting used to fitting it into my charging habits, because it's not something that you just charge every night, like your phone or whenever you get to work, like I charge my phone. So that's a couple things I just noticed about the Apple Watch. Hopefully you guys found the video, informative and kind of like the content that I provided. If you guys did like it, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Try to grow my channel. Just, I'm putting out videos here and there when I get new tech or when there's new things I want to review. So I'd love to, show you guys that. So yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe. And then if you have anything you want to add or any features I might have forgotten, please comment and let me know below. I'll try to, make any additions as needed. So thank you so much. See you guys around.